Versus Optic Gaming here in the grand finals of the ESL 1 Major Birmingham 2018. About to see VP have another flawless victory here at a major, or we could see Optic Gaming begin the turnaround of a century here. Can they do it here, Fox? What do you reckon about Optic Gaming's approach to the game here in Game 3?
So just like last game, I liked the way that they approached with the Undying. It worked well in the early game. We saw them do great in the lanes. This time, it looks like they're doing a similar type of approach, right? We've seen this Coddle Beastmaster combo where you can acquire with the Chakra, with the spam, double axes, illuminate. It puts a lot of pressure out. So that one, then they've got this ET Lash combo going into the mid game. Lots of magic damage can be focused. The one thing they are lacking, just like the panel was mentioning, is some physical damage. The Beastmaster, sure, he can apply you some, but besides that, they are quite lackluster.
How scary would you say this final pick Slark is from Virtus Pro that Ramses has been able to sneak through the draft?
You're going to be able to use your Dark Pact a lot of the times to get rid of that roar, so that can be nice, but he could be under a lot of pressure in the laning phase. That's the one thing, but it is a hero that gets to the late stage of the game, and he's gonna, if he has a BKB, he can pierce through those backlines. If he finds the Coddle, quick, easy kills. It's a hero that can always play around a lot of those disables of the Beastmaster, the Blinding Light, whatnot, with that Dark Pact.
And bottom, looking towards 33, they've got the pounce. Missile will be coming through as well. The damage from the Shadow Word, 33 in a lot of trouble here as he'll get surrounded. No escape for the Beastmaster as Virtus Pro kicking off Game 3 with a bang. No one takes first blood on his Gyro.
And looking at VPs, we didn't get to talk about theirs much, but they've got, I mean, again, they do have a bit of a Warlock combo. They've got it with Gyro and with Sanking this time around. Not as ridiculous as it was last time, where pretty much the whole lineup seemed to synergize with that Warlock, but Flat Cannon, majority of the spells from Gyro as well, being like that AoE is nice, and of course, that Sanking. And they're putting this dual melee lane top versus other Titan and Venomancer.
Now we'll see how aggressive each of the duos are able to get, sort of once those level 2s are hit. Just a few punches onto Roger. Down bottom, see how much farm 33 is able to get out of this. We have seen many teams before really pull off something quite phenomenal with a Beastmaster keep with the light lane. It can be very scary once those axes start to stack up on you.
Yeah. There is, though, the counteract coming a bit from Solo, right? He's going to have the Shadow Word constantly to stop that pressure a bit. So that's a little bit where people have been starting to learn how to deal with that aggressiveness. When we saw the particular axe Skywrath from, I guess, LGD, people were starting to be like, Warlock could be a good way to stop that and slow it down. Ramsey's trying to build up some stacks here, some agility. But it's starting to take a bit of damage from that Beastmaster. And it is PPD, by the way, playing the Coddle. So it's going to be more of that 5 role, it seems, in this game, since he's got an Elder Titan inside him.
Roger. Putting the opening here onto Zai. Zai, we're trying to chase them down. They do find the Gale from Pikehead onto the 2. Zai, Spirit out, building up that right-click damage. He's going to head straight towards Pasha. He knows Roger's got Mangoes and Burrow Strike available. So Pasha is the one that they can potentially kill. He'll try for the deny. Roger, very neatly done there to make sure that Optic Gaming don't find the first blood in that situation. Looking at the mid lane CS at the moment, CCNC pretty much a wave ahead. Because it's even at the moment, but he has got that full wave coming in.
Yep.
As no one has already cleared out his own coming forward.
Yeah, Lesh can spam much harder on a Gyrocopter. And using Missile is not really a thing. So you can, if you start attacking it instantly as that Lesh, right, be able to kill before it gets the hit on you. You get that gold bonus. And yeah, Lightning, always going to push that laning. No one actually uses the Missile from the low ground, so we'll get one hit on him there this time around.
Bottom lane as well, despite the pressure. Look how well Ramses is farming.
He has actually, I've watched this, I think he's dodged majority of those Keeper of Light Blast as well as the axes. Look, he's sitting at full health.
He's played it perfectly. I don't think he's missed many CS at all, if any. Yeah, despite the Beastmaster Keeper of the Light lane, a lane that many cores have struggled against.
I think he's missed like 2, that's it, if that. It's pretty damn good for him right now.
CCNC trying to go for this here. Who's going to get on top of this trader? He's in a lot of trouble, he's going to lose. CCNC's taken down as no one just outdoes him with the damage from the rocket barrage in that final right click.
Having a little bit of stick charges, just enough to put him over.
Ramses.
Bottom, Ramses.
Trade up once as well as Shadow Word.
Again, dodging the blast.
He's incredibly good with this juice. Won't quite be able to find the pounce connection onto PPD. 33's trying to bring down Solo. Solo pops the stick charges though, and Solo's going to survive. This bottom lane, this Slark already looking incredibly scary in these first 3 minutes.
top lane's going a little bit better though, but not as well as we thought it was going to go, especially with that bottom lane. We thought this Beastmaster Coddle could apply a lot of pressure, but with this Coddle heal, with his Shadow Word heals, as well as Ramsey's positioning, he's been just doing so damn well.
Yeah, he's been playing incredibly on the start.
Yep. This time he gets hit by a bit. And now the offensive glyph. We see VP do this very often when they're trying to dive. Two-man stun by Roger.
Deep Pasha, able to close the gap, trying to look towards Pycat. Zai will go for the stomp.
Did an Infernal Blade in time there, but now they're looking for Pycat. They've got another stun in 2 seconds from Sanking. Roger gets a double.
Indeed, again, catching both of them out. Pycat does have the Fairy Fire. Zai punching into Pasha, but Pycat will fall. Up in the mango as well. He's not going to keep it alive. Zai tries to the mango, but the Infernal Blade's there to cancel the stomp, and VP.
That Thunderclap put in an incredible amount of work up top.
He knows how low they are, but the Spirit, I mean, even if it does reach them, it's not going to be enough damage.
And they tip him as well. Yeah, this is the Thunderclap though. Even having just every little thing, that increased attack speed aura for him and Roger, putting in that little bit more damage, and the low cooldown. It's only 12 seconds on that Thunderclap, so lots of damage, very low mana cost.
No surprise there with the stats. Indeed, on the last hit, 92.9% last hit accuracy from Ramses against a Beastmaster keeper of the light lane.
PPD starting to do some stacks. There's recamps on the triangle stack. As that Coddle, pulling the Ancient Cap, hitting the other one, and then using your blast to stack that third. Very nicely done by him.
See, 33, level 4. Level still looking good for VP as well, and that's level 3. Ramses level 4, 32 CS on this Slark.
Already, I mean, it was already hitting 2k gold advantage for a second. And here, this rotation we see so often, as soon as the mid laner hitting 6, Roger's making this advantageous moves as no one is about to tick up on this last hit. Should get 6. Gets denied though.
Yeah, we'll slow down that level 6, just that little extra creep more, but still CC&C. Get by the homing missile, looks like already backing away. Roger now coming back across, but CC&C's playing.
He seems very aware of this.
Being careful.
He's like, where's the Sand King top, right? So he has to be a bit aware of that, and he will notice it. Good read there by CC&C on the Lesh. Also goes bottom and gets himself a regen rune, so. Big stack on the camp here. They're gonna start spamming it down with the Illuminated Axes. But 33 has to be a little bit careful not to get sandwiched over here.
Ramses is heading over.
Again, yeah.
But the dart power, we'll see how many of those creeps he can take. He'll get a few of them.
Yeah, she got quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
43 last hits.
It's gonna put him very close to having a level 6, so it is getting to the point where Ramses can feel very, very safe in this land. Already he's feeling very safe, as we've seen, but once with the Shadow Word, back up and having the Shadow Dance.
He's not getting pressured at all, to be honest. He's completely free farming. Pasha gets scaled, tries to turn. Roger's available to look for the stun. And Zai.
Quick clap there from his Hellbear Smash Infernal Blade as well, forcing Zai back. And Zai will be fine. Maybe see if they can get some sort of a turnaround. Does get the sleep onto the Doom. Pycat will have the Gale back up in a second, but Pasha will go straight for the TP out mid lane. CC&C nearly finding no one. Looks like no one will be able to keep the distance as they both try for a bit of a brawl there. No one just able to survive.
Incredibly close, yeah. CC&C gives him a 10. Cool.
CS in that mid lane, as we can see, CC&C still with the slight edge, 37 to 10. So we've seen going to the camps as well.
Yeah, I mean, the big fear is, we keep saying it, but you look at the Venos last hits, 24 and 8. You look at the Slark, 52 and 7 on Ramses.
Oh my goodness, it's 7.5 minutes in. Ramses certainly making a fantastic case for him to be potentially the next owner of a Mercedes on VP's lineup.
Is he old enough to drive? Is he old enough to drive a Mercedes?
Yeah,
I think he is now. Yeah.
I think Ramses is like 47. 5-0 is still this slight advantage for VP.
Oh, PPD, Ramses on the prowl.
He's chasing. Straight in he goes. No escape for PPD as Ramses will pick up a kill. As well on top of that free farm. Look at the net worth. Reaching 4K. He's already so far ahead. Top lane. Roger closing in onto Pycat. The sleep onto the two of them, allowing Pycat to back off.
They're not slowing down. They're going for Zai now right away.
They're incredibly strong. They're both level 5. They've got the Burrow Strike back in. Zai, he'll fall. Pycat, he's got to
keep going.
That caustic finale caught him. Pycat, he's in trouble. He'll put the stick charge. Looks like Pasha doesn't want to dive too far as PPD is there.
Pasha's in an awkward spot right now. He's just trapped.
And PPD, he might just find Roger. He's got the sentry down.
All right.
A little awkward, but they get 2 kills.
Well, at least they take advantage of it. Pasha is probably feeling a little silly, but it happens sometimes.
Down.
Bottom lane.
33 keeps himself alive with the stick charges. Zai gets the stomp onto Solo. 33 still running. Ramses turning his attention towards Zai, beginning to stack up the essence shift. Solo has the Shadow Word to keep himself safe. Ramses pounces forward onto Zai. Zai can't get the stomp out in time. 33 wanting to finish off this Warlock. He's going to have the axes back up in a second. CCNC also coming in with a rotation. Solo, one more touch from 33, should do it, and it will. Find themselves the Beastmaster. Ramses turning back across. He has no one. The cooldown slow's going to connect onto 33. There's a missile inbound as well.
The knife flax.
He is going to die. The missile strikes the back of the Beastmaster as no one's rotation.
Nice. That was nicely done by him. Using those, hitting those neutral, hitting the denies on the creeps there to get the flak to bounce to that Beastmaster. Clutch rotation gets them a kill. 2K, and Ramses still top, and he's going to have an incredibly early Shadow Blade, and looking at the heroes that he's against, he has very many options to look for pickoffs on these squishy heroes. Very low armor across the board.
Trying to find Roger, but he carefully holds onto the Burrow Strike, heads to the side. There is PPD here though as well, as the runes will start to spawn. Two will be grabbed by PP. Roger trying to get himself away. Can they finish this off? He's going to have Burrow Strike back up. Roger might be able to play his way out of this one.
The Gale, it does hit.
Does connect. Burrow strikes himself down, but he's not going to make it. They do finish off Roger. Pasha actually coming in with the counter players. He just heads into the 3 of them, drops a Doom down onto Pycat. They'll get the deny. Zai will be able to take that away from BP. But still, it's more time where Pycat is getting knocked off the map, and more time where Ramses, he's now just getting left entirely alone. He's feeling a little similar to the way that game 1 went, where we saw Ramses just get free fight. They didn't need him to join the fight.
33.
Pretty deep he does. With that boosted speed to try and get him out of this. Solo heading forward. Doesn't quite have 6 on the Warlock, so no Golem, but the missile connects. Roger, Burrow Strike to CCNC. They won't follow for more. PPD has the blast to keep VP off from pushing for more.
Man, he's gonna have Shadow Blade any second now in Ramses, and you know, we usually talk about when you get that early Shadow Blade on these Slarks that you can kill the supports and whatnot, but this Venomancer's pretty shut down. He could look for trying to kill him quite easily by himself with Pasha. Chased a bit here.
So I have to be careful though. It's getting rather low there to the score. Just have to wrap around from VP coming in as well, just in case Optic Gaming were to dive aggressively.
Maybe Pasha tries to bait them here.
See if they'll be tempted. Pycat has actually been left alone. Zai has TP'd out of this lane. Pycat is all on his lonesome with 4 heroes here. No escape for the Venom. VP getting mobile now with no one, moving him up to this top lane and can look to put some pressure onto the tier 1.
Optic gonna start farming some of those Ancients and neutral caps that they did have stacked up, but that is, I believe, the Shadow Blade finished up coming out on the Slark, so it's time for Ramses to start hunting.
Let's see what he can find. Again, these stacks that he's been keeping up. So much money into the pocket of this Slark.
Using that Shadow Amulet, try to get some regen. Slight little plays there.
So, see where he is. Top lane Zai does get the ult onto Pasha. Roger's there, and there's not quite that backup that they need to finish off Pasha, so Pasha's going to be able to walk off the Earth Splitter.
And I've seen this Doom, like 100 HP constantly over and over again, always seeming to survive just on this.
Here we go, Shadow Blade reveal, he'll take a course, straight in, onto 33. The pickoffs begin here for Ramses.
Just watching PPD farm, sapping some of that experience. And it is nighttime now too, so this is where Slark thrives as well, getting that extra vision.
They do ping him out, they did see him, I believe, from that passover, but... Ramses does have Solo behind him.
He sees Pycat pretty far up right now. He's gonna go for this play here. Uh-oh, Pycat.
He needs backup and he needs it now, and even if it comes in, there's no way they're keeping that man alive. Pycat will fall. 33 heads forward, cuts down the trees. Just can't find the setup that he needs.
They might fight. Solo's walking. Solo actually has ulti. They're looking to fight this on the side of VP. They bring down even more reinforcements with no one. All of Optic now poised down here. 4 versus 4. While Roger takes this top lane, and he's cutting the wave to try to pressure the tower as well. So he's trying to get that top one quite early. 5K advantage already for VP, 4K experience, and we're looking at the draft and we're like, man, Optic, they've got good ways to pressure the lanes, but it has not worked whatsoever this time around.
They're falling behind, and now this play from VP could cost Optic a lot. County offering this, drop down onto 2, no one's there with the wraparound immediately. They've lost 33, they've lost CCNC. Zai, he's in trouble. They'll pop the slow from the upheaval. Zai trying to run himself away, but in comes Ramses, closing the gap onto the Elder Titan. Zai gone as well, and PPD, he can't do anything to stop them.
They're just getting dismantled all over the place. Just VP showing up with more numbers every single time, and they're just, I mean, now it's already AK advantage. It's just getting worse and worse, faster and faster. Now, mid, Paquette should be okay. Long TP coming out from the Doom.
8K gold lead, 14 minutes in. This lineup with a Slark that has not been punished at all in the laning stage.
Oh, insult to injury, they even get the tower deny on mid, and
Pasha is doomed. TPs will be coming in. Zai, can you do anything to put a stop to this? The damage probably will be enough to finish off the Venomancer as Pycat. He's trying to run. They will have a shot at getting a deny, and they do, so that's something.
At least it's something. And look at that, Ramses. While walking back to base, he does not have his HP regen, so he actually pings out the ward is there. They could get the roar, they're looking for Roger, and they should be able to get this one. So he was farming up there for quite a bit, getting close to that blink. They will slow that down at least. But they are not really getting to make any aggressive plays. They're having to respond a lot to VP. VPD trying to blast out this wave here. We'll get it, so. He has the Aghanims queued up. He will have the point booster finished at least, so. Zai's playing the 5 role in this one around on the other Titan. They're recognizing they really need, they really need this Aghanims to try to do something here, but Ramsey's now top. Shadowblade finds CCNC by himself.
I mean, the map at this point is so hard for Optic Gaming to enter out into alone. Bottom lane, no one, just chases down PPD, finds him as the homing missile connects.
Pasha bought 6 sentry wards for Ramses as well. So Ramses is doing what HFN was doing, walking around with those sentries, constantly dewarding. And we bought 6 of them too.
He's nearly got an Echo save, but this build just continuing to come out at such a pace on the Slark.
And he killed this Leshrac, who's a core, without it.
Pycat trying with the Gale, but there's so many behind Roger. He just can't go forward for anything more. They've tried, they're going in, no one, just diving in, and straight away they know they've got the burst to take down Pycat. Pycat, he's going to be safe for a little bit by the stomp, but the Solo just walks in, gets the right click off, takes the kill. Can Optic find anything in response? Zai, he'll get taken down. Solo with a double kill now. CCNC needs to get kills out of this. They have managed to find no one. Can they get anything more? It doesn't look like it, because Ramses turns up with the Shadowblade. 33, tries with the Roar, heads towards Solo, desperately trying to find at least the wall up, but he won't find it. The Burrow Strike comes in, 33 caught out, double kill for Ramses. PPD, the last one left alive, and he'll fall as well. Shadower ticks him down. Optic Gaming getting wiped. Full 5-man hitting the deck, 22-6, 10K leader, 16 minutes in.
This game is completely out of hand. We were talking about if the game goes late for this Slark, the Slark Gyrocopter, they can do really well. Optic, they should have good amounts of pressure they can put in the laning phase, but their draft, like the panel was saying, Mad was saying he wants a physical damage, he wants a physical core to be able to scale. They don't really have that, and this Slark is godlike.
Look at the time Ramses has had there. Of course, most of the time he has been down in that bottom lane, but look how many kills he's got in that area as well. He's just had to sit down here, continue to farm. He's been handed at least 7 of them there. Overall, 9-0 and 2 on his Slark. He's heading over. Sentry will be popped down. Zai's going to know he's here, but the damage, Ramses just goes straight in onto Zai. Zai tries for the stomp, but he can't get it out in time. Ramses just kills him too quickly at this stage of the game.
He even stops moving, trying to make bait a roar, bait some type of spell there, but he'll back away. Like you said, he can just walk anywhere on the map, it seems. Even under 3 heroes, he gets a kill and runs away. 11K gold lead, and it is not slowing down. 11K experience lead too, and it's only 17 minutes. Oh boy.
Virtus Pro just looking absolutely phenomenal here. They're keeping their composure, they're coming in. We saw with smiles on their face towards this grand finals, and they are giving us quite the show indeed in just terms of such high-level performance here. This is the team that undoubtedly all the other teams I can imagine are watching right now. You've got to watch how these boys play because it is incredible.
Yeah, it's everything across the board. PPD walks up, Pasha's just going to throw the Doom on him. He does not care. There is some of Optic in the area, though.
Looks like we'll be able to keep DPD alive. Counting off, he's actually going to get dropped down.
It is on top of a shrine, too, but with that high-level upheaval,
Ramses has found 33. Pasha is going to jump forward onto CCC. Roger gets the
done.
two-man burst strike, and here's no one coming in with a cooldown. Double kill for the Gyros. The rest of Optic have to back away. Two heroes eliminated just like that, and Ramsey's actually bouncing forward aggressively. He knows that he hasn't got much to be worried about at this stage.
and he still has Zolti available, has
Roger,
Shadow Blade. Roger.
again, another burst strike onto two. That's Pycat gone. BD and Zai back up to the high ground.
It's totally out of hand. They're just gonna call it.
GG
Yeah,
is
that's
gone.
GG.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Virtus Pro, again, your ESL 1 major champions.